What's up, nerds?
What's up, nerds?
So last time we were here, we were showing off Stadia, PlayStation Now, and Geforce Now. Now, one thing that I did realize after we posted that video was that we caught all of them through PC, which was still a good test of that, don't get me wrong. However, I felt it was only fair to show each of them playing in their native environment. So for that, I actually went through, plugged a Chromecast into a capture card. I know, it's ridiculous. And I had my PlayStation 4 hooked up to the capture card as well, so we could get PlayStation Now straight from a PlayStation 4 and get Stadia straight from a Chromecast.
Yeah, like you said, I think it was the fairest test to do them all by PC. Really, that there's no excuse for the performance that we saw with Stadia, and certainly not PS Now. We've heard a few theories about things that we could do to make Stadia work better through Chrome, maybe some extensions and stuff like that. And we'll play around with that later for sure. But 1-to-1-to-1 on PC is what we were looking at last week, and now we have seen them in their native environments, and it is night and day, as you will see.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. Let's jump into it.
So here I'm playing a little bit of Borderlands 3, and as you can see, there's some skipping, but it's not on par with what you saw when we were doing it through Chrome. So this is playable. There's a couple of hiccups here and there, and
yeah, it kind of looked bad whenever you first got into the waves of enemies here, but after that it ended up being fairly smooth. Certainly a lot more smooth than I've seen from Stadia ever.
Now that's one thing I will say about the service is that I've noticed that whenever I first start a session, it's a little jumpy. That might be my network trying to just kind of get acclimated. Or it very well could be that the servers are like, oh, hey, we need to warm up. That's something that happens, I'm sure. But as gameplay goes on, I mean, I've been playing, as you can see, this is a level 53 tomorrow, which means I've beaten the game, I've gone through, I've maxed out, I have a fairly decent build, even though I'm getting my ass kicked a little bit here. And that means that I've put a considerable amount of time in here in a playable state. So,
this character is platform specific?
Yes.
Like your profile here?
Oh, yeah. They don't have save sharing yet.
Well, I don't know how dang old Borderlands works.
Oh yeah, if I could have pulled my PlayStation character over, it'd have been much something. But no, 1 to 53, all over again.
Right on.
But
so it's bearable, is what you're saying.
It's once you get into it. What I found is it's better than bearable.
It looks good. It really does look good. Like, this is way more than I expected. Like, as you can see, as we've gone on a little further, the frame drops and the hiccups are just falling off. Like, there's not that much issue here.
I mean, it could be because I've killed some dudes, so there's not as much stuff happening on screen.
True.
But, yeah, no, it's performing well.
Yeah.
Not great, but well.
Yeah, I wasn't hands-on with it, so I don't know what your response times were like, but it seemed
it's hard
to tell because this isn't a real skill-based shooter.
I don't know. I mean, I know that my personal build, I'm using something that does a little bit more AoE, but you know what? That's how
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, a game where you need a little more twitch reaction is maybe a little bit of a... whatever. Look at that. Look at that good signal.
Alright, smartass. What game do you suggest I play that's skill-based?
Doom.
Fuck it, let's do Doom. Now, last time we were here...
we got some sweet-ass hell effects.
Yeah, Alan had to affirm me that it wasn't sweet, glitchy hell effects on the menu. Should have been super rad, pretty retro, not great gameplay.
No.
And this is a loading screen. It looks fantastic. Look at that loading screen.
Beautiful loading screen there.
My gosh.
Rip a tear.
Shut up. Can't do this on Geforce Now.
Can't. You absolutely cannot anymore.
The one day you could, we did.
Yeah. Literally, like, we had people in the comments last video talking about it, being like, oh, this is bullshit because you can't play it on there anymore. Like, yeah, we know. You could when we recorded this.
That happened like 2 days after recording and 2 days before we published. So, as you can see, it looks like a video game.
Yeah, it actually looks like something you could play. It actually looks incredibly smooth. To the point where, and we'll get further into this, and it never really drops. And we had to double check to make sure that Gerald did not have this downloaded. Mm-hmm. We got to a point where we're like, are we bullshitting here? Is this actually downloaded and it's playing off of your PlayStation? And it's not. And it just ends up looking so much better.
And that honestly kind of surprised the hell out of me, because I'll be honest, last time I booted up PlayStation Now on my PlayStation, I played the Silent Hill HD collection. Because that was the only access I had to Silent Hill at the time. And it ran like booty. So a PS3 game that was really just janky ports of a PS2 game looked like trash, but right now what I'm seeing is this looks fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I mean, this looks better than the Geforce Now playthrough that we were doing.
This honestly does. And that's...
Like, yeah, far and away, because like the Geforce Now one looked good, but you know, it kind of looked like you were playing on a Switch.
Yeah.
Which is still good, but like, this again, like we had to double check to make sure that he didn't have it downloaded. So as you can see, that's about as fair of a shake as I think we can give these streaming services.
And when played in their native environment, they all work. They all work well.
Yeah. As you said, I think the Stadia working well on Chromecast is a bit more impressive than PS4 working on PS4.
Or last week with a PC game running on my PC.
Yeah, true.
I mean, granted, you can play it if you have an underpowered PC, and that is impressive.
Yeah, that's more important there than, you know, playing a PlayStation game on a PS4, because you already have those capabilities. So, I don't know. We really talked up Geforce Now last week, and in the voiceover I talked about some of the problems with it, being mostly that it can't seem to keep licenses.
Yeah.
That's an issue. That is a big issue, and because of that, I cannot hard recommend Geforce Now.
But to be fair, who plays anything by Bethesda or Activision?
Yeah, who?
But Geforce Now works well. Works well.
Seems to be a good architecture. Seems to be programmed incredibly well. They seem to know what they're doing with it. They had a good plan and they came out strong. They betaed well and clearly worked out a lot of the bugs in the beta. I actually didn't get a lot of feedback from people that did the Geforce Now beta, but as I got into it, it worked well. It was good.
I just want to say that honestly, playing natively, all three of these things work well. All three of these things still show signs of being in beta, which is odd considering PlayStation Now has been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
But PlayStation Now, I'm going to go on a little rant here. PlayStation Now stuck to their fucking guns and made it so that I could play it on, a Sony TV or on a phone instead of just being PC or PS4. Then it would have been killer. But once they added PS4 games and made it so that I could play streaming PS4 games on my PS4, supposedly a PC, that's when they kind of lost what made it cool.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's...
That one, PS Now seems a little directionless.
It does.
At this point.
It does. And of course, speculation, if next generation is backwards compatible all the way to PlayStation 1, then that's just an instant library. And that means you'll be able to download and play it and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
If not, then at least you still got a way to stream those games.
Yeah. we will say there is one service that we have left out of these conversations, and we do plan on getting into xCloud and giving that a test run sometime soon.
Once they give us a beta key.
Yeah, we're gonna work on
Microsoft.
We're gonna work on that.
Come at me.
Meantime, like I said, of these, I guess it all depends on the way you're gonna play, what you want to do with it. The Stadia, the whole Founders Kit at this point seems like it's probably not an awful thing to have, especially at the price point.
And who doesn't want a Chromecast Ultra?
I do maintain that this is a scam to sell Chromecasts, but it's working, I guess. I mean, it's functioning. It's not, nobody's buying it.
And if you want a way to play PlayStation 3 games on a PlayStation 4, PlayStation Now is a good place for that.
Yeah.
If you need a way to play PlayStation 4 games on PlayStation 4...
Guess what? It's a PlayStation 4.
Of course, for $10 a month, you are getting access to a library, so that's cool too. But it's just Netflix for games.
Yeah.
And, well, there's another service that does that much better. Just saying.
Yeah?
Get at me, Microsoft.
Hit us up.
And if you want to play PC games on an underpowered PC. Now, the one thing I will say for Geforce Now, because on Stadia, you do have to repurchase the game. That means my dumb ass bought Borderlands 3 twice.
Yeah. Which is dumb as shit.
I love that game. Shut the fuck up. But with Geforce Now, you can play what you already own.
Yeah, you can play your Steam library, which is incredible, and also probably part of the problem they're having with licensing.
Yes! Because no one has to rebuy the game.
Yeah, I think Bethesda would much rather that I bought Doom for a fifth time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Skyrim for the... Shit, let me use my fingers.
So, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on Geforce Now. It's something that we like, that we think has a lot of potential.
I really love the future of these streaming services. So don't get me wrong, I'm not here to poo-poo all over this.
No.
I want this to be fantastic. I want this to be the last time we see a console launch, because I want it to all be streaming by the time we get to PlayStation 6.
That could be wonderful, but we're off to a rocky start.
Yeah.
That's all we're saying. We hope it gets better. We have all of the hope in the world for these things to get better. A lot of people think that we just wanted to come out and just shit on Stadia, and that is not the case. Gerald was excited for it.
Super excited.
Gerald convinced me to get, less pessimistic about it.
I was going to say he didn't buy one, but he was kind of not.
I was interested. But here we are. Here we are in the third decade of the 21st century. Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
So, stay tuned to this channel. Thanks for watching this video. We will be bringing you more information about the future of gaming.
Yeah. Rate, review, subscribe, like, do all that stuff. Please. Helps us out. I guess. I don't know what it helps us do, but we appreciate it.